Do Not Hug Me, I Am a Bear. Written by Cai Lonergan. Narrated by Cai Lonergan. Pandas can be tricky. Pandas are fuzzy and pudgy, not lean. Pandas look harmless, but they can be mean. A boy tried to hug one. It bit off his hand. He cried very loud, but then was a man. The rest of his life he lived as a dare, but remembered his lesson, never again hugged a bear. Criminal Undermined. I watched the guard. He paid no heed. My mother's back was turned. This would be hard. I needed speed. Scheming, my mind churned. Steal candy from the stand, enjoy it later on. I was master of this game. My mother was a pawn. The guard was quicker than I thought. He saw behind his back. Reached behind without a glance. He gave my head a smack. He told my mom I was caught. I repent and more. But you've only won this battle, guard. I'll still win the war. Stick around. I glued together 2 balloons, then I glued some chairs. I glued together 2 old desks, lone things turned to pairs. I liked the way that this all looked, and glued some cats outside. They walked down the lamplit street, 8 legs side by side. The next day I glued 2 kids, and then I glued 2 more. Everyone had one sure friend, some started for the door. No one got away, I'm quick. Parents, teachers too. Each person stuck just so. Best friends were brand new. When everything was doubled up, with no one left to glue, I realized I was all alone. Just me. Well, now there's you. Blurred lines the charm. An accident, put simply, glass windows, double doors. I remember the old saying, when it rains it pours. But only one pane shattered, failing phrasing's test. I kept the saying accurate, threw baseballs through the rest. A royal dream. I dreamed I was a mighty king. I sent off for my shoes. I owned my scepter and my throne, a cloak in many hues. I had a giant palace and several rooms of games. I rode my bike around a lake and laid my kingly claims. My wizard had just baked a cake for which I would yearn. I arrived, was given cake. Of course it was my turn. My alarm clock beeped. I awoke, began to muse. It was no dream. I was a king. I sent off for my shoes. Crooked Cook. Cooking class? Not easy. Students hit me all the time.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?